You're listening to the Afternoon Gospel Sing on 100.9 The Cross. This afternoon, we continue our series of interviews with faculty and staff at Robeson Community College in Lumberton, North Carolina. As we have seen recently with the wildfires in California, there is a great need for trained firefighters. That is why Robeson Community College offers year-round training for firefighters through its Emergency Services Training Center in Lumberton, North Carolina. Next month, Robeson Community College will again host a fire conference, the 51st Southeastern Fire and Rescue College and Expo. This year's event promises to be exciting and educational. It will carry more significance this time, as we all are seeing firsthand how easily wildfires can spread and have an impact on people. To tell us more about this afternoon, my guest is Steve West, the Director of Emergency Services Division at Robeson Community College. Let's say hello and good afternoon to Steve. How are you this afternoon?
Doing great. Thank you for the time.
Well, thank you for taking time to be with us. And as we begin, Steve, could you please tell us about the upcoming conference and the dates it will be held?
Yeah, be glad to. This is our 51st year of offering the conference. The dates will be February 5th through February the 9th, 2025. Most of the training will be hands-on. We'll be doing simulations, live fire scenarios, be it held at the main campus as well as at the training center, which is located about 7 miles east of the main campus. We're located at 5825 South Roberts Avenue. Different courses will be offered, anything from fire, rescue classes, as well as CPR instructor courses will be offered this year. And if anyone would like to get more information, we have a website, which is southeastfirecollege.com. They can go there and look at the classes that's going to be offered. This is something that's been done since 1974, and it's kind of a way to promote the fire rescue training here in southeastern North Carolina. It's grown well beyond any initial thoughts when it was put together in the early 70s. We're now pulling first responders from North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee, Georgia. In the past, we've had first responders come in from Texas. So we're beginning to evolve into new technologies and looking at different ways that we can support our communities. Last year, the college hosted about 469 first responders, which was an increase from the year before, which is good because a lot of our weekend schools have kind of diminished or decreased in attendance, but the one here at Robeson, for some reason, seems to keep continuing to grow. We're looking for a good outcome this year.
My guest this afternoon is Steve West, the Director of Emergency Services at Robeson Community College in Lumberton, North Carolina. And you brought up some very valid points, great points, and I'm curious about the fire shortage in North Carolina. Where do we currently stand with that?
There is a shortage of firefighters as well as rescue workers in North Carolina. Over 90% of the fire departments in North Carolina are all volunteer, so we're having a shortfall of firefighters that are volunteering as well as rescue folks. There are many opportunities to volunteer as well as paid positions. Even some of our paid fire departments are beginning to see the loss of firefighters, and a lot of that is due to the fact that many responders are retiring, they're getting older, and you often hear about the shortages on television and on the news or whatever, but it is a real thing, and we're experiencing shortages right here in Robeson County. Being a firefighter is a calling. Being a rescue member is a calling. It's something that you do with honor, takes courage. It's not a 9-to-5 job, but you can still have a 9-to-5 job and serve as a volunteer. Many volunteers here in the county. There's only one true paid department here in Robeson County. Everything else is volunteer. So whatever time you can give towards being a firefighter or a first responder is greatly needed, and it's very rewarding to be able to know that you help someone in their time of need. That's one of the reasons that we hope to see as many first responders at this training event as possible, because the need of firefighters is great. When you call 911, you want someone to be there, answer the call, provide assistance, and to help. And we need more people to step up and be the difference that we all hope to see in the world.
Very good. My guest this afternoon is Steve West, the Director of Emergency Services at Robeson Community College. And at this year's fire conference, Steve, what are some of the classes that are going to be offered?
We currently are offering 36 classes, everything from mobile water supply for rural fire protection to CPR instructor. We're offering a couple of the new technical rescue certification classes that changed effective January 1, technical rescuer in ropes, technical rescuer in common vehicle, and which actually will give them an opportunity to get a start on the new standard for technical rescuer. They'll be able to learn firsthand understanding how to respond to rescue individuals individuals and how to use the tools to the most of their ability and for a good possible outcome. We're also offering a new course. It's called EV, Electric Vehicle, and Lithium Batteries. We're beginning to see a big increase in electrical vehicles, and we're also beginning to see a big increase in solar panels, lithium batteries. So these are going to give our first responders some good first-hand information on that. And we're offering another new class, which is called Heavy Intrusion for the Pen Job, which basically is a class that teaches the first responders, I've got a large vehicle here, such as a tractor trailer. It's been involved in an accident. We've got a heavy intrusion into the passenger compartment. How we can best get that individual extricated from that vehicle in a timely manner. All of this training is practical and it's real world. It's training that firefighters, EMTs, police, flight crews, we all need this to be able to better serve our community. A couple of classes, just go through some of the other ones. We're doing a drone class for emergency services, fireground tactics class, an explosives class, fatal fire investigation, rescue scuba diver. We're doing the Everyone Goes Home, and of course this is what we always hope to pray for, that everybody goes home. And this kind of gives the firefighters a mindset of what to look for and what to be aware of. We're doing a flashover simulator, Mayday self-survival, hazmat, Chief 101, both Fire Officer 1 and 2, and there's a lot more. We can mention, just go to the website at southeastfirecollege.com and you can see the whole list of classes.
Now, you mentioned the classes, but could you give us maybe some more details about what exactly is involved with the training?
Okay. Well, here at RCC, we're lucky enough to have a state-of-the-art emergency services training ground, which includes, we have a rail car. We can do multiple scenarios with the car, anything from live fire to hazardous materials training. We have a flashover simulator here. We have a burn building here. We have a tower here that we can actually go in, and in the burn building we can actually set fires in the building, and we can allow the firefighters to go in multiple times and do different types of scenarios. We're lucky enough we have LP gas props here that we can simulate vehicle fires. We can simulate propane fires. So, there's many things that we can do here, and simulations for first responders can go through jaws of life. We have cars on site where we can come and put our rescue dummies in the car, crush them in the car, and the firefighters get a chance to actually cut these rescue dummies out of the car. You mentioned earlier we offer technical rescue training with ropes, and there will be a new certification this year, as I already said. And this training is basically going to teach our first responders how to safely get people out of a burning building, how to safely get people out of a car accident or a confined space collapse or any situation, industrial incident that may occur, so that we can get those folks help as quick as possible. And we're a big farming community. We even have a grain bin silo on site here that will actually give our folks a chance to simulate rescuing someone trapped inside of a grain bin. We're going to do lecture classes as well. They'll be held on main campus here in Lumberton. Basically, for CPR, first aid, some specialized training that's required for fire chiefs. It will be offered. We'll be doing our National Incident Management classes for all of our first responders. Everyone has to be certified through the National Incident Management System. That will be offered. And if an individual wants to receive continuing education credits to improve their skills or just as a refresher, it depends on what they're looking for. Or as I mentioned earlier, there's a popular classes that's focused on how to deal with bombs and booby traps. That is something that we're beginning to see a lot of now in our world, which is a bad situation there, but we'll actually be able to show our first responders what to look for when they maybe encounter something in this situation. In real life, as first responder, you may have only a split second to make a decision, and you make those decisions based off your training and skills that you'll gain at any course that you go to. We're bringing in some of the top-notch instructors across the United States to give these first responders that knowledge, that skill, to be able to make that split decision when they only have seconds to determine which direction they're going to go to either save someone's life or to save someone's property.
Well, definitely sounds interesting. And let me ask you this, Steve. Who should attend the fire conference?
Any firefighter, any rescue member, any law enforcement member, anyone that's involved in emergency services. there's something for everybody. North Carolina requires all firefighters to have 36 hours of training each year to stay current with the latest technology and methods. But however, a lot of our firefighters go well and beyond that. For anyone associated with fire rescue agencies, they're the ones that need to attend this conference, should be here to attend this conference. And if you're interested in taking the class, for your personal or professional development without being associated with an agency, there is a charge, and you need to give me a call here at 272-3329. Of course, it's 910 area code. Or you can email me at swest@robeson.edu, and we can work through the costs of the class if you're not affiliated. If you are affiliated with any of the agencies I mentioned, fire, rescue, EMS, law enforcement, there is no charge for taking the training here at the college.
Well, as we wrap things up this afternoon, is there anything else that you'd like to add, Steve?
I would just like to say that I thank everyone for attending, those that have registered, and I would like to thank the coverage that we've gotten to get the advertisement of the class out there. If you can't make the Fire Rescue College in February, but you still want to become a firefighter or a rescue member or something, we're here to get you started down that path. We offer classes throughout the year. We ran, for example, in December, which was a short month, we ran nearly 30 classes that month that averaged anywhere from 10 to 24 hours per class. We're here to help you in any way we can gain your expertise in whichever field that you want to go into. I'd also like to mention that Robeson Community College has many 14-week classes that are starting January 28th. You can register for those classes now. Our continuing education division has many programs, not just fire rescue, we can help you with. And the best way to find out exactly what we're offering is visit our website. Here's RCC website.
Well, very good. My guest this afternoon has been Steve West, the Director of Emergency Services at Robeson Community College in Lumberton, North Carolina. And Steve, thank you for all the information. Hope you have a great afternoon.
Thank you. You too.